Hello and welcome to our video where we're going to show you our Ultimate Trade Manager Plus mobile. So we've got it running on the chart here. So it's got all the usual things you would expect with the one-click trade buttons and calculating lot size and so on. But there's a couple of really big features that are quite unique. And the first one to show you is we have on our website we've got this library. So it's runwiseFX.com/library. And what it is, it's a load of configuration items that you can download to get the EA to do extra things. So for example, you might want it to set up pending orders on a button press based on current market price, do slantable pending orders, even displaying information on the chart. We've got like a rule here for display matrix of popular indicator values. And then we've got these quick load codes which allow you to get that configuration into the EA. So this one has just got a quick load code of D. So all you do to get that into the EA is click config, put in the code, so that was the letter D, click download, and it's going to download that configuration from our website and then run it up within the EA. And what that's doing then is going to calculate all those indicators on different time frames, and that's all done through configuration. And then if we go back to our library, we've got some other items as well. So we've got various exit rules, so you can exit just before a news event, because a news event can really blow your trade out of the water, so it's a good idea to exit before that, exit things like on trading hours and so on, perhaps close your trades before the weekend, that kind of thing. Doing daily profits, you know, when your equity reaches a certain level. And also extra kind of buttons and hotkeys and things like that. So for example, we've got a rule where you can add a button to close all trades. This is quick load code S-CA, so we can do that. So it's config, so S-CA, click download, and then it's add now an extra button which would close all trades on, you know, if you had multiple trades open on different charts and so on. And then there's all things, various rules for doing sophisticated like trailing stops and things like that. So a really comprehensive library which we're expanding all the time. Now another big feature of the system is we've also got a mobile app. So for Android or iPhone you can control the EAs running on your charts, either on your desktop or a VPS from your mobile. So if you go to our website, runwiseFX.com/app, then there's like the download links there. So we've got a version for Windows, which also acts as like the communications gateway for the mobile version. Then we've got the iPhone and Android. We've got a nice little video showing you how to set it up, but it's actually surprisingly easy, and a little manual as well, but you hardly need the manual. Very easy to get going. And then what you do is you have the Windows version running on your PC or VPS, and that allows you to also control the EAs from a central place. So you just can click there, and if you've downloaded from the library something like the close all trades button, then that's going to appear in there as well, so that's really nice. But of course really the best thing is that you can actually do it from your mobile. So we've got it here, we've got the little app down at the bottom there, run that up, it just logs in. So if you go to EAs, press the EAs button, you can see all the EAs running. And you can just go in, and again that close all trades buttons appeared at the top there, so you've just got all the controls there, and you can manage all the take profits and things like that. So that just allows you to make adjustments on the move, so you can have everything running on your desktop, and then you can just make little adjustments, set for break even, that kind of thing. And then also what you can do for the very first time, we've got, well, I mean you can see like alerts and trades and things like that, but we've also got the charts. Now normally MetaTrader does have its own app, but you can't see custom indicators. You can't really see the chart running on your desktop, but with ours you can see that down there. So you can put all your favorite indicators on there, custom indicators, and see them. And also we've got if you've got multiple accounts connected, those will list there, so you can have multiple instances of MetaTrader running. And then you can set things like equity targets and things of that nature. So really comprehensive system. Okay, so let's show you the rest of the panel. So the first thing you can do is to move things around. So if you click on our logo, you can just drag it up to the top or wherever you prefer on your chart. Then got like a plus button if you want to make the panel bigger, or minus to make it smaller. Got a minimize button as well. We've also got our news events, where we also show them as vertical lines on the chart when they're coming up. It's all configurable, so you can turn that off if you don't want it. We've got some status lines which will show you the profit when a trade's open. We've also got some built-in indicators showing you how the market's moving in the different time frames, and also how many pips it's moved in that particular time frame. We've got our one-click trading buttons. We've also got the lot size calculation there based on the risk per trade. So let's talk about configuring the system. We've got the stop loss line there. We also call this like a hidden stop loss, or sometimes also known as a stealth or virtual stop loss. Really important to have that. A lot of seasoned traders will always use a hidden stop loss, and you can configure that in this config button. And we've got these nice pop-ups, so it's a lot easier than using EA inputs, which can be quite fiddly. So you can select things like the calculation method. We've also got like fixed pips as well. You can constrain the automatic value between a minimum and maximum if you prefer, and you can add an extra pip or two offset. Obviously got all the trailing as well, and you could trail with like follow the parabolic SAR or something like that. And we do set a broker stop loss, but it's deliberately an extra distance away from the hidden levels. You can set that there. And then from that it's calculating the lot size. So this is configurable in risk lots, so we've got it there to risk a % of account per trade. But you can also risk like a fixed amount, or dynamic lots per 1,000 balance, or fixed lots as well is available. Now in terms of take profit, we've got a very flexible system. Let's go to the take profit pop-up. So at the moment by default there we've got a target there of 1.2, so we've got risk reward ratio, but you can set pips as well. But what we could have, say, is we can have any number of targets, well up to 10, so let's just have 2. So what we could do on the first target is we could set it just to exit 50%. Okay, and then we could perhaps set for break even as well, and possibly even trailing the stop loss, or you could adjust the stop loss, say, to 5 pips, so there's quite a few options there. Second target is a risk reward ratio of 2, where we can actually close 100%, and that would then give us 2 lines there. So we've got a 50% close and then the 100% close, and what you can do there is use that take profit to make those kind of adjustments. You could actually set it not to exit at all, so you could use it rather than take profit. It's almost like take action, and that could be to trail the stop loss as well as set for break even. And also on these pop-ups, whenever you're configuring, you've got this changes applied to, so this is all symbols and periods, but you could get configuration changes just to apply to a particular symbol or currency or particular time frame. So a really nice feature there as well. And of course this is a hidden take profit level, so we set the broker take profit at a configurable distance away. Okay, now in terms of pending orders, if we go to config pending orders, we can enable that on the panel so you can set them up. Okay, so you see some extra controls appear. We'll talk about the others in a moment. But on the pending now, if you want to set one up, all we do is, and we call them hidden pending orders, so it's a lot more flexible where you can actually get it to trade when the candle's actually closed above the line, or just when the price is touched. So we've got trade when line is reached, or just alert you as well. So a very flexible system. So there it's just put the pending order on the charts. This is all managed by the EA, and then you can just set it to the particular level you want. And if you set it on the other side, it automatically detects that it's now a limit order. So a very, very flexible system. And to turn the pending order off, just click off there. Okay, so let's show you what happens now when we open a trade. So we can just click our one-click trading buttons there. So the stop loss line now goes from a dotted line to a dash to show it's active, and the same on the take profit. As mentioned before, this is a hidden stop loss level, and there we're setting the broker one, so that's a configurable distance away, because you don't really want to let your broker know where your true stop loss is. All seasoned traders know that. And what we can do now is, if we wanted to adjust that stop loss, at the moment it's still on automatic mode, so you can just click there, manual. Now we can double click and just move the line on the chart, and you'll see it'll move the broker stop loss but still keep it that configurable distance away. Also, our stop loss just works on the bid price. That's the price that you see in the charts and what indicators calculate to, so that's another nice feature. And if a broker is playing games, then it's usually the ask price that they perhaps interfere with, so operating on the bid price is really good. To change the take profit, you could press our TP button and then just untick the auto, click OK, and now you're able to just click that, and then you can adjust that line down as well, or wherever you like on the chart. And then to close the trade, we do support partial closes as well, so if you just wanted to close partially. We also support scaling as well, where you can add to your position, and in fact you can do that with a pending order. If you've got a trade already open and you activate a pending order, what it's actually done, it says pen scale in, so when it reaches that pending line, it's actually going to scale in and add to your position, so that's a nice little bonus feature there. Okay, and to close the trade, just press the close button, and there we are. Okay, just some extra features to talk about. In the config button, we've got general settings, we've got a multi-account mode, so if you've got multiple accounts with different instances of MetaTrader running, you can set up like a master instance and then slave instances, so you can send the button presses to those slave accounts like open trade and close trade, adjust stop loss. We've also got this maximum simultaneous trades, where this is for if you want multiple trades on the same symbol and in the same direction, but perhaps with independent stop losses, or multiple pending orders again on the same symbol and direction. So that's really useful. We'll talk about the rest of the items later on. Also in config display, this is where you can set like the number of lines for news and so on, and whether you want high impact or medium or low. You can also enable on the chart, we've got daily, weekly pivots built into the system, and support and resistance lines as well. So little hidden gems like that, which are really useful. So one big final feature to show you is we've made it compatible with our indicator combined product, which is also in MetaTrader Market. So if you've purchased this product, which normally can just alert, and what it's about, what the product does, it allows you to combine multiple indicators into a single alert, and it also like calculates statistics and things like that as well, and it will even do custom indicators even if you just got the ex4 file. And what our system will do is, if it detects that you've purchased that product, then you get a load of extra features suddenly appear. So you get these activate statistics, indicator values to capture, optimization. And what it will do for you is allow you to trade when those indicators are in agreement. So normally with indicator combined you can only alert, but with this you can actually trade automatically. You'll notice in that general settings there we've got this default auto mode, so you can actually set it to trade continuously with those indicators, or set up a pending order, or just trade as a one-off, and set trading hours and so on. And then also what you can do then is activate statistics, where it'll look at what indicators it's been configured with and calculate those out. So here I'd configured it with this it's called non-repeating super trend, and we've got this FGDI and also awesome oscillator, and these are all available in our library. So if you want to, if you go into the custom indicators section there, we've got all the indicators. You can download the indicator and then you can load the actual settings for it, so it'll just then automatically appear in the indicator value. So it just saves you having to fill out these boxes. It'll do it for you if it's in our library. We've got a separate video for configuring this, so if you have got your own indicator you want to use. And then you just get this really nice stats then, so you can see what works and what doesn't work. And also if you've got the product running on multiple charts, then you can show other chart results and it'll order it on profit, so you can see what is the best symbol and time frame to trade. And then if you make changes, if you add an indicator, it'll update the stats very quickly. It just calculates really quickly, and then any changes will be shown at the bottom as well, so you can just see if you're improving things or making things worse. And then the final thing you can do is, you'll notice in the config button we've got this stats optimization, and what that will do is it'll try out all the different stop loss calculation methods and different take profits, partial closes, and all the different inputs to indicators. So indicators usually have like different inputs, so all you need to do is click everything, and then it'll go off now into this optimization mode where it'll just try all of these different settings, and then automatically, if it finds a better setting, so perhaps a different way of calculating the stop loss or better input, it will save those changes to the configuration file and use that going forward. So any improvements now, it will show them down here, and then it'll show like the improvement that's been made, and you can run that on multiple charts at the same time. So it's a lot faster than using the strategy tester in MetaTrader, just going back through the chart and calculating everything out. So that's a really awesome additional feature if you happen to have our indicator combined product, which is also available for MetaTrader 5 as well. So a really nice feature. Well, please do try out the demo version. It does work within the strategy tester. You can't download the rules from our library, but you can try out the mobile interface and so on, and try out the one-click trading buttons and everything. On MetaTrader 5 in the demo mode, you can't type in the edit boxes, but generally it does work pretty well inside the strategy tester. So give the demo version a go. If you've got any questions, please email us at support@runwiseFX.com.